Hi, my name is Christian from Smartico, and today I wanted to show you an example of a Canadian publisher that does a very great job with a product that has a very interesting name to me, or my internal name for this would be display advertising, but with SEO. So display ads with search engine visibility. And what I mean by that is like really very well represented here on the Highlander. So this is the index page of this monthly news publisher from Ontario in Canada. You see all the news that are in this region. And then you see a wonderful banderole of smart ads running through. So each and every print ad that they had is automatically gets extended into digital, and it finds itself again here on this great banderole. And if you click on one of those ads, you end up immediately at instant landing page, a little bit like the instant experience I talked about in one of the previous videos that now Facebook is also introducing. And basically they have here the same thing for all those small and bigger clients. Let's make another example for this carpet, guys, like new display in store, and you always see what was the print ad that all of that was derived from. And this is how they do it. Really instant experience, really clear call to actions, and also possibility to really track how much time do people spend here. But still, what they realized is with the sales rep that they have in their team, it's still difficult to sell a product that is mainly focused on the number of ad impressions and based from the number of ad impressions then on the clicks, even though we have the time spent on the page as a very important KPI. But they wanted to go one step further. And what they did, and you can see it here up there in the navigation, they built a small marketplace. Let's open that up. And in this marketplace, they show all those advertisers from the banderole also in a nice marketplace where they can find each other, where they can be searched for by categories or by the vendors' names. And it of course also appears here in a small carousel on a very prominent position, not only here on the homepage, but also on the articles. And here you can see how that, for example, looks for this cottage rental, guys. You see nice gallery images, contact box. And the cool thing now is they can not only report that this positioning in the banderole is an exclusive position for the full month that the print ad is running. They can report that there is a fixed number of ad impressions and good click rates and good dwell times on the landing page. And all of that is done for the advertisers or the banner as well as the landing page. But they can also say here for a certain time period, we will have you exclusive also in our marketplace that can be found also on Google. And what that does now is we have two great effects. So one, people who are not so interested in the display advertising branding character of this carousel, but rather in this permanent effect of being in Google when someone searches for the cottage rental agency, that is not only found on, let's say, cottagerentalagency.ca, but also on the highlander.ca, they are suddenly very eager to listen and to convert. And the second thing that we see, because they do a very interesting move by saying, okay, we are a monthly magazine, obviously here in the banderole, you will be for 1 month because you have this bundle package with your print ad. You get the visibility here in the banderole, but you get the marketplace. And obviously the marketplace being built for SEO really starts to have a good effect after the first 3 or 6 months. They suddenly are able to extend people in longer packages, because the marketplace makes most sense if you keep it online for quite a while. So, and usually they bundle the 1 month banderole smart ads with 3 or 6 months of the marketplace, and then they extend it from there. And suddenly this becomes like really a subscription revenue with advertisers. We have the subscription because they fall out of this banderole here. They fall out of the marketplace, and all the SEO effects that already could have taken place disappear because the site is removed, and you won't find it when Googling, for example, then for the cottage rental or here this Francis Thomas contracting. And the cool thing is, and important, it's not about quantity here in SEO, it's about that Francis Thomas contracting finds themselves on Google page, on the first page, because people who are Googling for the business already are very far in their decision funnel. So that means that are the most important, the most valuable customers for this advertiser. So it's crucial for them to not only convince them with their own Facebook site, with their own homepage, but with a third party, really trustworthy source like the local newspaper. And that is really this combination, how to turn those print advertisers suddenly into subscription revenues, permanent revenues, with the SEO effect and the display advertising effect, a full service effect. And then they do one last thing very well, and I want to show you that as well. And that's the way how they report that in the end. They do this using the dashboards that are provided by Smartico, and then they say, okay, this is the number of ad impressions we did for you in this month. So your ad was fully delivered. In print, you bought a reach of 15,000, which is basically what this particular regional publication or issue of the publication had. Then in total, that means that is the total reach. So we increased the reach by 40%. And the good thing is, of course, we didn't increase the price by 40%. So it feels like a real bargain, because the ads are here sold for, let's say, $99, which is rather than in this case somewhere around 10 to 20% max, but here it's a 40% increase through online. And then the banner, and then the SEO effect, and then you can see that in this case the ad really looked good, and that we had a very high mobile percentage. And once again, they're positioning the advantages here on their dashboard, and this really gives a very round story, which then converts even in a very rural area lots of advertisers, and gives not only success one time, but success sustainably and in a long run, and in a way that advertisers turn into really subscription revenue. Thanks for your attention. You want to see more, you want to see a demo, you want to see numbers, reach out to me and I'm more than happy to discuss. Thank you very much.